room talking about the movie Napoleon. My mom tells me that's who Napoleon was named after. My little sister Jennifer was named after Napoleon's mistress Desiree. Don't the guy from the movie, the fat one that kept eating? Don't that look like him?
Well, he does though.
Yeah. My mom just told me my little sister Jennifer Desiree Peppers was named after Napoleon's mistress Desiree. She said there was a movie years ago that came out called Desiree, and it was about Napoleon's mistress. She just now told me that's how my little sister Jennifer got her middle name, Desiree, from Napoleon's mistress. Fuck Napoleon. My mom just now told me that, and my mom's very good in history. Like I said, she wrote the whole sequence of the Trail of Tears drunk. And I took it to my neighbor at that time back in 08. No, excuse me. 2009, 2010. And when I took that to my neighbor, he told me my mom, the paper, he paused real quick? Yeah. He told me that my mom, I took the paper that my mom wrote, my mom's always been good at history. Any one of my friends can tell you, my dad, some of my family are still alive, my sisters can tell you, half of my family members not alive anymore, my grandparents, but my mom used to always talk to us about history. My mom is very, very smart when it comes to history. This is before YouTube, you can podcast, look shit up, try to look through everybody else's channel or whatever, or thinking you know what it is or whatever. This is before any social media. This is from the 90s, before all they had was books. You had to read. You know what I'm saying? And barely had any history documentaries. My mom would always tell me about stuff in the wars and history, perfect sequence with no books in front of her. That's how smart my mom is when it comes to history. She can break history down to the T, from the Mayans. This is before Ancient Aliens. This is before Oak Island, Knights Templar, before you can just look shit up. This is before Google. This is before YouTube videos. This is before Twitter and all that shit you can find just by pressing a button. No. I'm talking about, man, when all you had was books, and she didn't even have a book in front of her when she would tell us all this. I'm talking about she would tell all my friends in the neighborhood stories of war, stories of great emperors, Rome, and stuff like that, and how Rome fell. And emperor. But anyway, my mom wrote the Trail of Tears not purposely, but drunk off her ass, totally drunk off her ass from she wrote the Trail of Tears on a blank piece of paper with no motherfucking line paper. Just regular white paper and purpose sequence drunk. The whole Trail of Tears from Montana, the whole line, and she wrote states, cities. I remember she wrote year by year, and then I took it to my neighbor at the time. I'm not gonna say his name, but I took it to my neighbor, and I said, "Man, you know what this is?" And he tells me, he goes, and my mom says your mom wrote this, and he goes, "Yeah." It looked like your mom wrote this. I'm like, "Yeah, she wrote this half sleep." That's what I told him at first. And she wrote it in perfect sequence. And she got dates, tribes, years, dates, 1800s, 17, 16, 15, all this shit of the present time. And my neighbor, his old decent old man, he says, he wasn't that old, but he said, it looked like your mom wrote. Yeah, he goes, yeah, that's the Trail of Tears, it looks like. It looked like your mom wrote the Trail of Tears. I go, what? I go, is that right? And he goes, yeah. He goes, your mom wrote this? I go, yeah, my mom's very smart when it comes to history. She can tell you a lot when it comes to history. Cultures, villages, tribes, native history, Mayan history, ancient Egyptian history, Roman. She can just break it down. She's very smart when it comes to that stuff. He goes, yeah, look like she wrote the Trail of Tears in perfect sequence. I go, no shit. And I go, here's the kicker. She wrote it all drunk. She drank a gallon of vodka and she was drunk off her ass, and she wrote this in perfect sequence. He goes, I took it down because I was worried about my mom. Thought she just made up some random stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because she was drunk when she did it. I saw her do it drunk. I saw her write it drunk. I took it to my neighbor, and he said it's a Trail of Tears, and she wrote it drunk. Can you believe that? Can you believe that, y'all? And then she just tells me my little sister was named after Napoleon Bonaparte's mistress, Desiree. Fuck Napoleon. Yeah. My little sister Jennifer was named after Napoleon's mistress, Desiree.